Hey, 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 hey. What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm going to get back to my regular scheduled commentary. I want to say by Saturday. Like today, my family has all flown in. My aunt has a funeral tomorrow, so we're all getting ready for that. So I can't sit and make commentary, but I have so much stuff to deliver to y'all. It's crazy. I'm gonna just focus after the funeral and get down to the nitty and gritty of the matter. Okay. Anyways, with that being said, we're gonna talk about a couple of topics on social media. I'm gonna hang out with y'all for a little bit, and then I have to make and sew my daughter an outfit for tomorrow because it's African print theme, and I have to create her an outfit from scratch. So I got to do that on my sewing machine. So I don't got time to make dedicated commentary. So I'm just going to do a video like this, talk to y'all, kick it with y'all. Let me drop the link in the chat if y'all want to come on, talk about a few topics. And then, that will be that one. Shout out to the night owls in the chat. If you a true night owl and you are down with the you know what I'm saying? Drop the emoji that's appropriate in the chat right now. Y'all already know what emoji to drop. If you are new here and this is your first time on my page, then drop the half moon, crescent moon emoji. That lets me know that you're new around here. And my night owls will welcome you into the family. Okay. With that being said, let's talk about these topics. Thank you for the condolences, you guys. If you guys are on my second channel, you probably will see photos on my second channel. I mean, not my second channel, my second Instagram, my Miss LeClaire Instagram. Y'all probably see photos tomorrow there. Anyways, with that being said, let's go on over to the topic. So, Joe Budden, I guess he released one of his podcasts, and in his podcast, he said that he was bisexual and he said that he likes men and he likes women. Now, a lot of people said who watched the whole thing. Now, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I'm going to take their word for it. They said that, he was basically trolling while talking about a situation and that he did not really mean that he was bisexual for real. Now, I'm going to play it for you guys and y'all tell me what is given. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I believe that, just like jokes have truth in it, I believe that sometimes some of this trolling be having a little bit of truth in it as well, because one thing Joe Budden has always gave was a little bit of sass. But everyone is saying he was trolling, so we'll go with trolling and we'll hear what you guys think about it.
I'm bisexual.
Fuck okay. It's okay now. You got okay? You got okay?
How do I spread this news? How do I spread the word?
I think you got to call the CEO.
Yo,
Yeah,
listen.
You gotta make sure it's okay.
I like guys and girls. Spread the word. I'm down.
Remember, this was the
I've seen
first
enough.
time he returned to.
All right. So on his pod, he said that he's down, spread the word. He likes guys and girls. And social media went crazy. He's trending on Twitter. He's trending throughout the blogs. And everybody is saying things like, well, I knew he was this way. And then there are the other people who said, well, he's only trolling and he's only joking and he's not for real and he's not saying it for real. Y'all let me know, what is given. Somebody in the comments said trolling is coming out as gay, but not bisexual. What's the difference? What's the difference? You said nobody comes out as bi. I mean, it's still giving the same thing. Whether you troll and say I'm gay or whether you troll and say I'm bi, it's still giving the same thing. So, I mean, it's still giving the same thing. But anyways, so Azalea Banks quickly responded to him, whether he's trolling or whatever. And she said, Joe Budden only came out 2 months earlier than 2022 to try and spite me. He was supposed to stay in the closet until that ball dropped. Let's put him back in the closet until January 5th. There will be no coming out until top of quarter 1. Not on my watch, laughing my A off. Okay. And then she continued to talk on her story by saying that he was always given zesty or whatever. And she just kind of went on a rant on her social media. Now, like I said, he started to also trend on Twitter with a lot of people basically saying their feels about the clip that they seen. Okay. One user says, I feel like Joe Budden saying that he's gay to stay being relevant. We all know he's trash as F and no one watches him. Okay. Another user says, not surprised at all. Live in your truth, Joe Budden. Another person says, Joe Budden coming out as bi is not a surprise. Look at how much he hated the LGBTQ community. Self-loathing much. Okay. And then somebody posted a picture of Boosie and they says, lost another one with Boosie staring. And then this person posted a meme and it says, he said what he said. Okay. This person right here says, this is how Lil Nas X is looking at Joe Budden as he's saying that he is bi. Okay, and then this person says, I just don't believe it. Some people crave attention. Why now, Joe? Now, there was a lot of people who felt like he just only said this because again, he was trolling. And then some people felt as though he was saying this to try to stay relevant. Now, if you guys watch his podcast, then you know that he had a huge departure with Rory and Mal. Rory and Mal were the underdogs, and everybody thought that they would not do well in this content and media situation. However, they have proven that they are quite entertaining and stand alone, and they have stolen a lot of Joe Budden podcast audience. So some are saying that this antic to say that he was bisexual was only to remain relevant and to gain Patreon member subscriptions. Now, again, I have not watched it, so I can't say if that's true or false because, again, I would have to watch it to get the full context. I'm only relaying the chatter that has been surrounding around social media with people in the comments saying that they feel like this was him basically pulling out some type of stops to try to get people to subscribe to his Patreon because this episode where he says that he's bisexual was a paid only Patreon episode and it was not a free episode. Y'all can do with it how you will. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm going to bring on E in a second, but I'm going to replay what he said.
I'm bisexual.
Fuck okay. It's okay now. You got okay? You got okay?
How do I spread this news? How do I spread the word?
I think you got to call the CEO.
Yo,
Yeah,
listen.
You gotta make sure it's okay.
I like guys and girls. Spread the word. I'm down.
Remember, this was the
I've seen
first
enough.
time he returned to.
All right. E, unmute your mic.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, boo. How you doing?
I'm okay. My condolences, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I just think that Joe be trolling. I will say, like, for a while, because I used to actually watch the podcast when Rory and Mal was on there, but I was one of the ones who ended up kind of leaving when Ice and Ish came on there because they're boring.
Mhm.
It kind of turned into like a grumpy old man show where they just kind of, talk trash and stuff. It's annoying. It's at this point it's just like three Joes up there. But basically I was just
You
gonna
said
say
you
like
saying that the Joe Budden podcast after Rory and Mal have left has turned into the grumpy old man show. Is that what you said?
I feel like it has like, and when I watched like the episodes compared to like when Mal and Rory were on there, because like I think Mal is about Joe's age. He's a little bit younger, but Rory was way younger. I think he's like 28. So I feel like when they were on there, it brought different perspectives, But then like when they left and how he handled it, it was just so trash. I just like, I don't even deal with the show anymore. But then I don't even watch Maury and Mal's show either because I feel like it's a little bit boring on their end too. But I will say, like, they had like a magic formula with all three of them together because it was three different fresh perspectives. But I will say Joe used to always like kind of troll and stuff. Like he's like, I'm slowly tiptoeing out the closet. Like he says stuff like that a lot. Could I believe he's gay? Yes, absolutely. Like all day. But I do feel like he's been saying this is not the first time he said something like that. And I definitely could see where because he's like, that's another issue I have. Like all the meaty bits of his show, he has it where, or like the spicy episodes, I guess you would say, you have to join his Patreon. And I'm sorry, but his podcast is not worth me joining the Patreon. I'm just not going to do it. But yeah, it's. I feel like it's like a money grab, and he just to spice things up to keep things fresh because the show has suffered since Rory and Mal.
Okay, so you feel like this was a Patreon grab to get subscribers because again,
Absolutely.
this episode is one of the episodes that you have to pay for. So you feel like this was something where he did like a little sound bite that's gonna pick up on the blogs just so that people can go and pay for his Patreon. That's what you're saying?
Yes, because honestly, what he said there, that he said similar stuff before. Like, I can't remember the specific episode, but there was an episode where he was like, yeah, I'm slowly coming out the closet and stuff. And Rory and Mal just like, ha ha ha. And I will say there's something about like, what is it with all these straight men kind of playing like gay, like not trying to be funny because like I've stopped listening to Breakfast Club too because DJ Envy and Charlamagne both constantly like make these weird gay jokes. And I mean, it's okay if you're gay, but y'all are two married men who are married to women. So it's just kind of wild that y'all would sit there and play like that on the air, especially when kids are listening. But
they've been playing like that for years.
yeah.
Like since the beginning of the Breakfast Club, they've always played like that. I'm not
But
sure
it's got like aggressive, like they be like whole like making actual innuendos and backing it up and stuff, saying stuff. And I'm like, y'all really wild. And Lorraine, y'all don't have shorties watching. Like it's definitely kids who sometimes listen to the Breakfast Club because I've heard younger callers call in. So it's just kind of like y'all play too much on their airway during daytime for me. But I will say that it just Charlamagne and Joe have like a little thing there, so I could see where maybe there might be like a little boo thing. I'm just saying, like, the hits was always there, is all I'm saying. So I could believe he's gay, but I believe he's outing himself because of the Patreon money.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Tasha.
Yeah, I believe he's bisexual as well, but I think he wanted to come off as if he's just doing it for clicks and views because he's just that type of like comedy or satire. That's his kind of brand. But I do believe it. But he knows it's the same value as far as like media value. You know, I believe it though. He's shown us, like you said, too much sassy. I believe it all the way.
Okay, so in your opinion, you feel like he feels like, okay, well, most people will think I'm joking, but really in the real true tea, this is really what it is. That's what you think?
Yep, exactly that.
All right. Well, Neek Adams in the comments says that she feels like it's just an attention grab and she feels like he's just a person trying to get attention.
I think both things can be true.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, I want y'all to stay on because now we are going to share Rick Ross's new cover. So Rick Ross just recently revealed his new cover for his album, and I want y'all to tell me what y'all feel like is given. The first thing that comes to your mind, I want y'all to let me know immediately. What is it given? So when I show the picture, I'm going to start with E. And E is going to say, it's given blank, blank, blank. So you're just going to say that. And then Tasha is going to follow you with her saying what she feels like Rick Ross album cover is given as well. All right. So let me pull this up some. All right. Go ahead, E. What is this album cover given?
It's giving sassiness, not the gloves. Not the white gloves with the Sunday church lady hat. No, Rick.
All right. Tasha, what is Rick Ross' new album cover given?
It's given Black Liberace. I mean, to me, like the Black Liberace, like, yeah, it's given bisexual vibes. It's given Metro. It is.
Mm-hmm.
They're all doing it like it's a fad, but I still believe it.
It's giving Young Thug vibes, honey.
Mhm. With a little age on it, like I'm the older man version.
Somebody said it's giving Queen Elizabeth.
Oh my God. Yes,
Okay.
on.
Y'all funny. All right. So I posted this post on my Instagram, and this woman basically was looking for advice. So I'm gonna start with Tasha, and I want to know, what advice would Tasha give to this woman? She said, I dated an older man 6 months. His wife passed last year. He had her pics in the house, and it made me feel uncomfortable, so I left. I came by again unannounced, and the wife was there alive. Huge fight. He says he has Alzheimer's and don't remember me. I'm pregnant. Help. What advice would you give her?
Man, she better she better get her paperwork in order and get that child support. If she believes any of that, she's an idiot. That's what it's giving me. Man, ain't nothing wrong with that man.
All right. E, what advice would you give her?
Oh gosh, not her over here having the sugar daddy's baby. No, she said, so she's saying that the man has the wife at the house. First of all, she can't believe him. It just sounds like, even as you read it just don't make sense. I guess you know his address, girl. You better go on down there and take his little social security check for child support and move on with your life, because that sounds like a whole hot mess. How he had a wife though? That's my question. Like, if she won't dead, we're like, for the last 6 months, like how did I don't know. It just doesn't.
Yeah, what part of Alzheimer's is that?
Like that's very strategic. Like, you hit a whole wife for 6 months, and like her pictures and everything else was up at the house, which means that she was over there at the house.
Where did he get that from if he got Alzheimer's? Where did he figure? When did she die? What part of it? Where did that enter into his Alzheimer's situation?
I mean, she could blow him up, like go over there and tell the wife. But I mean, if you want to break a little old lady's heart, I mean, no telling. Tell a little old lady that you done got her pregnant by her husband. But grandma been had a fit and came out a bag on you.
But, all right. Thomas B is posting the StreamYard link in the chat. If y'all want to come on, y'all don't have to come on camera. Y'all can kiki with us. Just click the link and y'all can join in on the conversation. We just breezing through a couple of things that I've posted on my Instagram, neek@night_. Okay. If you're not there, be there. Okay. So I also posted this, and I posted a meme, and it says, what item gotta go on Thanksgiving? Okay. Starting with E. What item has to go off of your Thanksgiving plate?
I saw that old post the other day, and you were like, cranberry sauce. I was so surprised how many people don't like cranberry sauce.
Cranberry sauce is disgusting.
Oh, it's so good, Nick. You drag the turkey with the gravy through it. It'd be good. Anyway.
That is so yuck. Oh my God. I gag with cranberry sauce. That is so nasty.
Oh, I love it. I don't like the one with the actual cranberries, but like the jelly one, like it'd be kind of good. That makes the plate for me. But I like I don't like dressing. That shit's gross. I mean, excuse my language. That's gross. I don't do dressing at all.
Okay. Tasha, what item gotta go off your Thanksgiving plate?
I mean, I like everything pictured, but I would say if something had to go, it would be the cranberry sauce, even though I don't dislike it, but I like I don't need more than like a teaspoon of it, and that's it for me. So.
Oh my God. Cranberry sauce is disgusting.
I don't like beef. Like I used to get them confused as a child.
You just don't like the sauce.
I used to get them confused.
Cranberry sauce is so nasty. I don't know how y'all eat it. I had so many people commenting, and they was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that you don't like cranberry sauce." I'm like, y'all really eating that? Like, I can't.
It's so good. So you don't like cranberries at all, or is it just because it's a sauce? Like,
no, I don't like cranberry sauce. I'm drinking cranberry juice right now. I could drink cranberry juice, whatever, but I don't like the sauce to
gotcha.
eat. That sauce is nasty.
I don't have to have the meat, like the ham and the turkey. You can keep that too, though. But I like the stuff in the gravy, the candied yams, the macaroni and cheese, potato salad, greens, the rolls. I like all the sides.
Somebody said, if you don't like dressing, what are you eating the cranberry sauce on?
The turkey, and then the rice, and I drag it through like it just drags. Like
Ooh.
yeah, like I
Ew.
take my macaroni and cheese and mix it with the yams. I take
Ooh.
my cranberry sauce and turkey, mix it with the mashed potatoes or the rice. Depends on what we got with it.
Ew, that sounds so
No.
gross.
Yeah, I want it by
So
itself. I wouldn't want
nasty.
nothing.
Woo,
I,
child. Yes, Ashley. I think that's what it is. The texture is so disgusting to me. Like the texture of it is just so gross. Like I don't know how y'all do it. Anyways, we're gonna move. We're gonna move along. So we have Mr. Man and we have a guy join the chat. What is your thoughts on this woman who has 2 boyfriends and a husband?
She got it going on.
pH balance.
I wouldn't participate in the whole situation.
You wouldn't participate?
Nah, I wouldn't participate because that's if J Bill, that's too many other dudes in the situation. And I
Well,
never understood
the
how
guy
that works.
who's standing, the light-skinned guy is her husband of 26 years. And the guy whom she's sitting on his lap, that is her, I guess by what do you call it? By common law husband of 9 years.
Right.
Okay. So she breaks down her arrangement, and she had posted a photo of them car shopping. And so this is her husband of 26 years and her husband of 9 years. And she says, light week, working out, hanging with hubbies, dating a few great new guys, car shopping, coaching. And then she said, often I feel like I'm walking on a cloud. The speed of manifestation is accelerating. Do you feel that? Okay.
I think
And
I
it's
just changed my
a
stance.
marriage in general. I think they're dating other people too. I don't believe they're just totally faithful to her.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. If she basically financing everything and funding the lifestyle, then I mess with her. But just know I'm gonna have my own situations going on too.
All right. So she said her husband, Carl, they have been married for 26 years. Her other husband is Tiger. They have married for 9 years, or they have been together for 9 years. And her boyfriend, Noble, she says that they were also together for 9 years as well. So people were wondering if the guys were, bisexual. And so she said, the men are straight and we do not all sleep together. If I'd like to see them, it's just me and one king. Hopefully you followed us to learn more. And then she says she married her hubby number 1 in 1995 while they were at Harvard University. She says there's no rank between the guys, but her husband and her is the foundation of the relationship. And this is the photo of her and her top 2 hubbies. Okay. E, what do you think? Could you do it?
It's a lot. First of all, I barely got energy for the man that I'm with now. So I know I personally couldn't do it. But I will say, like, that polygamy thing is becoming more and more popular. And I mean, if men are doing it with 2 and 3 girls, why can't she do it with 2 and 3 men? And she's happy and she's being safe, ain't no babies involved. And do you, boo? She looks like an older woman too, so she probably just enjoying her best life. I mean, it is what it is.
Well, her and her hubby of 26 years have children. I think they have 2 or 3 kids, and her kids are also like one big happy family with her additional hubbies as well.
Oh, okay. I mean, I imagine if they've been married for 26 years, their kids probably got to be like teenagers and stuff. And this newer generation, I mean, I don't know how accepting I would be of having my mom bring 2 different dudes around plus my dad. Like, I don't think I would be comfortable. But these younger generations, they're a little bit more accepting of that, kind of lifestyle. So if it worked for them, then more power to you. But I just, child, that's a lot. I mean, what if you confusing stories? I mean, like, what if they talking to you and stuff and you get details tied up and stuff? It just, what if
Well, they
both
all
of them
know.
want some
It ain't like she hiding that.
Yeah, I guess it's just a lot. It's a lot to have to sort through.
I would be interested in knowing what do they say that their benefit is in it? Like what for the other two men, like coming in, not being her, not being her first husband. Like, what is the benefit for them? I'm very interested in, because to me, like, just she looks to be about my age, and I would say like it seemed like a health insurance situation. Like the other guys needed some type of health insurance or something. I don't know.
They might just genuinely be happy with him. I can't see the benefit for the husband, honestly, high key. Like, I would be more confused why he would be comfortable with sharing his wife with two other men, because, I mean...
Well, I just looked on her social
with,
media, and it says that her husband married another woman as well. So,
oh, wow.
They're like a whole, like, quad family. So, he has his own wife, and she has her own hubbies.
Oh, they got a compound. But that makes more sense.
That's a super entanglement. Not even an entanglement, because I mean everybody know about everybody. I mean,
yeah, that's twisted.
It's got to be maturity though involved. That's why I said they both look like they're of a particular age. I don't see young people being able to make this work, because no,
right.
What's your benefit? Lucky.
Hey, how you doing?
What's your thoughts? I hear it in the background. Turn it off in the background.
I just did. I'm with it. Shit. I am with it. What's wrong with having 2 or 3 boyfriends and everybody knows about what's going on? Shit, that's grown. That's very grown and very mature. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Hey, D.
But is you funding everything though? That's how it got to work.
And why get married? Like, y'all can do that without being married. What's the benefit?
She's married to the one, and then has the other 3. So whoever's on the insurance policy, that's the one that you deal with the most. So I don't see there's nothing wrong. I just don't see nothing wrong with having multiple partners if you both are, if everybody's in agreement and everybody's consenting. She's had 9 years with 2 of them and 23 with the other. I mean, that's mature. She ain't switching up and having a whole bunch of different men and stuff coming in and out of her house. I mean, these are people who.
So this is a photo of their family. Hold on, let me show. So the men are allowed to have women as well. And this is a photo of their big happy family. Can you guys see it?
Now I see 3 women and 2 men.
Yeah, so they're able to have women also. So these 2 women are for her husband, and then that's her husband of 9 years to the right. Her husband of 26 years are to the left, and those are his 2 women. You see?
Check them out.
They all live in one house? Like they all live together?
I don't think they all live together.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that's a whole lot of people in my space. That's a lot. I don't know. That's just too many energies mixing and mingling for me. But I mean, if it worked for her, then be happy.
I want to know the rule. What's the rules? Because when one get an infection, we all get the infection. So how that play out over dinner?
That's what I'm saying. It's too much mixing and mingling. Because God forbid, you don't know who else the other women are sleeping with, so they could be I don't know. It's just.
Well, the other women are devoted to him. That's their hubby.
Yeah, what are the rules? We need to know what the rules are and how that play out. Because
ain't no rules, man. All's fair in love.
Why get married? If there's no rules, why get married? Everybody can just date.
No rules.
I'm with it.
Okay, and right here is them with their children. You see the kids?
And what was that conversation like?
That's them and the kids.
I see a mixed baby right there. Somebody had somebody else going on.
That's a light-skinned baby from the light-skinned dude.
Oh, that her look kind of like
Okay.
it has some light to
And
it.
this is her on vacation with her two men right here. You see it to the left?
She's gorgeous for what it's worth. She's beautiful. So I get it.
What does she do for a living? What kind of bank she pulling in there?
Okay, and this
The
is
men
them to the
finance
right.
her, I'm sure.
What
So
you
this is them to the right. So basically, her occupation is teaching other couples this lifestyle. So like if you have trouble in your marriage, you go to her for coaching, and she promotes this lifestyle as an alternative to fix your relationship.
Oh, now I call bullshit on it. Oh, it's all a business ploy. Oops, sorry.
Because people pay her to tell them to bring other people into their relationships.
Yeah,
Both-
she has client testimonials,
Oh.
and she has clients.
Well, that kind of lends to more what I was saying. There has to be rules to make this work that she must be marketing off of.
Whoa. So she got two more right there? I tell you, that's where that Miss Baby come from.
Oops.
I guess.
So she kind of like a life coach.
Yeah, she like teaches people how to maneuver into this whole broken
I
relationship.
really believe that consent, as long as everybody's in agreement and everybody is consenting, ain't no lying or none of that. Live your best life.
We are not a monogamous species. We do not come from a monogamous history. You can read about that in Chris Ryan's book, Sex at Dawn. But we all know that we're not a monogamous species because today, 66% of those married are having adulterous affairs. Men have never been expected to be monogamous in Western marriage. Western marriage is for women to be monogamous. There's no way to turn human attraction off. Human attraction is on because the only way humans have survived without claws and fangs and teeth like that in the wild, because we formulated community. Community does not happen in a scenario where everybody's not sexual with each other. That's not community. If my wife is over here or my husband's over here and you need to stay away from him, just like you see now, we have isolation, loneliness, lack of touch, all of these illnesses. We have things that are happening to humans because of our disconnection. But the only way to connect is to understand that you don't own other humans and that you're always going to be attracted to a plethora of people. Now, is that hurtful for us? I guess so, because we've learned something different. But it's natural to me. I see somebody I'm attracted to every day.
I believe that there's some organically monogamous people. And I believe there's some organically polygamous people and, polyandrous people. I believe organically, that's just who they are.
Based on what they learned. So what does that mean, who we are? We are limitless beings. So we are programmable. Whatever we picked up from our culture is what we think we are choosing. So yes, there are people who believe they're choosing that. And there's nothing wrong with choosing that. And I will say that if people want to do monogamy, that is absolutely their choice. All I'm saying is that it's not a choice. It's a learned, conditioned behavior. And it's okay to want to stay conditioned your entire life.
All right. What do y'all say to her saying that monogamy is only a conditioned behavior and that's not really who we are as a people?
I agree, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's funny. Me and my son, he's about your age, and we just had this conversation. He was explaining to me that like back in like olden times, like Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, those were times of war, and lots of times the sons and the men would get sent off to war. And now this woman and her two sons, they're widowed. She's been a good wife to her husband, and now she has no family. So another man would bring her on as a second wife to his family, and that's was part of the culture. And he said that we just kind of been conditioned and programmed that is not part of like American culture, that there's something wrong with it. But he was saying a long time ago, it worked as community. So I do agree with that.
Lucky, what do you think? Unmute your mic. Hold on, wait, let me unmute it. Lucky?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Go ahead.
Okay. In places like Africa and stuff, the men are allowed to have several wives, and it's a custom, and that's just how they live. My question is this, is that when men do it, it's okay and it's considered all right. But if a woman does it, why is it, and she wants to have two men, why is it looked upon like two men are running a train on her? Whereas when a man is with two women, then that's considered just like a threesome. I feel like there should be I feel like everything is everything. It shouldn't be a stigma placed on or degrade her because she chooses to have that many, sexual partners and they all are in agreement. I don't think that the woman should be looked at as anything more than what a man would do.
Mr. Man, what is your response to what Lucky said?
My response to that overall in general is how people like to say, what's the difference between if a man messes with multiple women than when a woman doing it? Well, the difference is a man lays the pipe, a woman takes the pipe. So as a woman, if you laying down and you openly allowing multiple pipes to be laid into your foundation, that's gonna mess up your temple and your body way more than a man laying the pipe. Like, it's all with the emotions, the mental state of it. It takes way more for a woman to do it than a man to do it.
I mean, women can be emotionally detached as well. Like when I'm dealing with guys, I don't feel like I may troll and say, "Oh, this is my boo" or something like that. But at the end of the day, like if they not my nigga, they not my nigga. Like I'm not emotionally attached to them. I could detach at any moment. So I feel like women can be just as detached from it as men are.
Right, but you laying down and you letting the man have his way, go however deep, however long, however fast, you let him basically have his way and be in control of your body at that moment. And a man, when you
who said that? Who said he in control?
Well, excuse me, Miss Man, but I'm just saying in general, when the way sex happens,
in general, who said that?
I'm saying if it's sex, a woman has. Let me not sound no kind of way when I say this, but typically, all y'all got to do is just open up or spread, and then the man's gonna pretty much control the motion of whatever ocean.
Well, yeah.
So you have sex with women who don't throw it back or don't also contribute to the sexual experience? Is that what you're saying?
No. They do, but at the end of the day, I'm still the one that's in control of the situation. I mean, I guess to answer your question, I never had no situation where I totally just laid there and then she pretty much just took over and did everything. Nah, it was mostly, if like I said, she throwing it back or she riding it, that's cool. But I'm still the one that's manhandling the situation.
You might like
it. Go ahead, E. Go ahead, respond, E.
Okay, well, I mean, where are you getting this information from, sir?
What information?
It has sex that the man is completely in control and that sex with a woman, you do realize that men pose the same risk to their body and their temple, as you put it, that from sleeping with multiple people as women do. So like the same way a woman can sleep with a lot of men and catch a disease or harm her temple, men can do the same thing. A woman can detach herself emotionally as well. A woman can, sexually, I could be here having sex with you and literally not care about you. Like women there are women who are capable of that. So I guess I'm trying to understand like the logic behind what you're saying.
There is no logic because I don't understand why something is good for somebody else and bad for somebody else. Like
that's what I'm saying.
If we are all human beings and we all are in agreement, we all are communicating.
That's it.
I don't understand how just because you have a penis and you sticking it in there that means you in control of anything. You are and if you are a man and you using your body to have sex with a lot of women, that doesn't mean that you won't be susceptible to STDs and that you ain't spreading your spirit and your energy around to several different women all over the city. because you're still exchanging pheromones and energies and stuff. So I don't see the difference. We're both people, men and women. They're both exchanging.
A man body is just meant to be used in a different manner than a woman. A woman's it should be definitely well more upkept, well more groomed, and well more reserved.
A man can be just nasty and raunchy just because he's a man.
Oh,
that can.
No, I'm saying I'm not saying that, but what I am saying though is that with a guy, when you doing what you're doing, you know, you have to obviously take in consideration who you dealing with. But with a woman, I would think it's safe to say that women are more cleaner than men. So you have to be way more selective than the dude, because most dudes these days, they not gonna care. They not gonna take the proper precautions on some.
So men are dirty, so you should not respect them because automatically you should think that they dirty men, and if they have sex with you,
I ain't saying they should think that, but I would feel like I just think like a woman is gonna be more selective with their preferences than a man would. I would expect that.
Honey, it's 2021. Women are not entitled to, hold themselves down and not have sex or be virgins until they get married. Like, we aren't, I'm not trying to say promote promiscuity, but at the same time, like, a woman has the right to do whatever she wants to do with her body. So if she enjoys, if a woman ain't married and she's single and she wants to date multiple men and she wants to sleep with maybe 2 or 3, like I said, as long as she's protecting herself, I don't see a problem with it. I mean, again, I'm not speaking for all women. I'm speaking for myself. I would not do that. I would not, I'm not into the polygamy thing. But what I'm saying is, women are entitled to what they want to do.
Okay, so what's your reason that you
by the stereotypes or characteristics that history or society has placed on us? Like, we've evolved. Like.
Okay, so what's the reason that you won't do it? Because we're not gonna say what if somebody would do. I would like to hear from your own personal experience or why you wouldn't do it.
Because I'm 30 and I had my whole phase. Hell, I mean, sorry, excuse my language, but like when I first divorced and stuff, I was married for 10 years. Once I divorced, I got my little, energy off and did what I wanted to do, dated freely, and then my current boyfriend made me. And we together now, but no, I'm not sharing him with no women, and no, he's not sharing me with no other men. So that's why I wouldn't do it. But I mean, if I was in a different space, going through that where she feels comfortable with having 3 or 4 husbands, maybe it's a financial aspect, like I think you had mentioned earlier, like maybe it's a thing where it's like a tribe or a community kind of relationship where everybody's contributing it financially. And it works for them financially, sexually, emotionally. She's got options, so they've managed to make it into a thing where they're comfortable. That's what floats their boat. Doesn't float mine, but I'm not gonna fry my face up at.
All right. On that note, we're gonna move on to the next. Mr. Man, I muted you because you over there ruffling with something and it's creating a lot of background noise. Okay. Now we're gonna move on. If you guys are not following me on my Instagram, definitely go and follow me right now. It's neek@night_. Okay, because I post a lot of stuff on my Instagram that does not make it to my YouTube. Now, we're going to talk about this situation that went on at a high school where the boys basically gave the male staff members lap dances and the school felt like it was okay. And I want to give your guys' take on it. And I love that we have diversity on the panel so that we can get all sides of the coin's opinion. Okay. So this is Hazard High School. And basically what they did was they held an assembly with the boys from their male pageant. So the boys from the male pageant, they came to the assembly and they came dressed in lingerie, panties and bra and things like that. And they gave the staff lap dances and twerked on the male staff at the school. And these are all underage boys twerking on the staff members. Okay. So right here, as you can see, this is one of them basically dancing and twerking on one of the high school staff members. His lingerie has fell down. He has fishnet stockings on or knee highs on, and his dress that he had on had fell down, and they are all having a good time. So, fast forward to this guy, the same one, is also twerking on the male staff. And if you go to this photo right here, you see there was another one in a red bra. And I didn't include all the pictures, but there was other boys who was also dressed in lingerie as well, dancing on the high school staff. Starting with Lucky, what is your thoughts on it? And then we'll add more people in the conversation. Hold on.
That is terrible. And I'm just flabbergasted that the school approved something like that. That is a bit much to be like that. Oh my God. Ooh, I don't like that. That's not good. That's all I can say about that. And it's called Hazard High School. That sounds like a hazard. That's hazardous. That's hazardous to be at that school and they letting the boys do all of that. And they in bikinis. And that is nasty. I don't like that.
Yeah, and these are underage. Like, I could see if they were old enough, they were
I
considering.
can't even see it at all. I can't see you. Oh
no, like if this was a college, I would feel different. I would feel different because it's like, all right, cool, whatever you do. But the fact that they're underage, it's just like these are underage boys. Like,
yeah,
even if this was girls, like, I don't care that it's boys. These are underage students. And if there was girls in penny and bra dancing on the male staff, I would feel equally the same.
Absolutely. It's not, that's not Christian. That's not my ministry.
Whatever happened to the faculty versus the kids basketball game? Like, what happened to that?
A pie eating contest, or a bobble for apples, or something regular. Why they gotta take it to that level?
All right. Trouble bubble. Dominique, you got too much background noise. Trouble in the bubble. Unmute your mic.
Yes.
Go
But
ahead.
no, that's, I mean, when I was in high school a million years ago, they did risque things, but yeah, I think that twerking on the teachers too much, dressing up, assemblies, like we used to do talent shows and interact with the teachers, but never anything like this. Like that's just, it's pushing it too far.
All right, let's go to Tasha.
That's a pretty nice.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's totally inappropriate. Even on a college level, it's inappropriate because of the dynamic between teacher and student. It's like fraternization. That person's in a position of power. First of all, the age limit, we don't even have to discuss that. We know that's just inappropriate. But outside of that, I think that dynamic, that teacher in a position of power and can influence that student's outcome in class or career or whatever. It's just totally inappropriate.
All right, Mr. We'll go to E and then Mr. Man.
So apparently they were saying that this school is like known for like this type of stuff. Apparently there was another picture of the internet where I guess either another little boy or maybe the one in the picture, but they were saying that this is how they get down at the school. The school is known for this type of behavior and stuff. And apparently it's a common problem. I mean, apparently I don't even understand how you allow yourself to be comfortable with it, but they're saying like that when the kids were like, there was some video footage, like if you watch the pictures, make it look worse than it is. And I'm like, how could the picture, do any justice when it's a little child in a bikini dancing on a grown, nasty man? Like, it's crazy. And I don't understand how, like, it hasn't, because they said it was like, I think they said it was last year where there was a similar situation far as like the pep rally. And I'm just kind of like, well, it looked like from the first picture I had saw, it was the same principle. So I don't know if like maybe it's the school district thing or what, but they definitely need to investigate because it seems like they're way too comfortable with, the students being in that position. Like, it makes you wonder what else is going on over there.
That was 2017. Yeah, it happened. They had done it before. Yep.
Yeah, they're like known apparently. I think they said it was in Kentucky, which by the way, fun fact about Kentucky, it's legal to marry incest and stuff like that over there, which is disgusting. So like that says a lot about their legislature and stuff. But apparently, like, yeah, that's what they do over there, apparently.
All right, moving on. All right, so these women decided to have a challenge, right? And their challenge was to see who can swap their panties the fastest. So the object of the game is to take your panties off while you have shorts on and swap them with another female the fastest.
Absolutely not.
Oh, gross. That's disgusting.
Nasty. That's nasty.
And they put on the ground. I don't like for my underwear to be on the floor in my room, let alone on the ground outside.
They must be new panties because everybody got on black panties. They must be fresh out the pack. Because all of them got black panties.
They fresh out the pack, but the one right here with the gray, all gray on, hers got a little bit of extra gunk in there. Hold on, let me play it.
Was that a black girl doing that in the middle?
Y'all see that when she grabbed it? Did y'all see that? Pay attention when she grabbed it. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more so that y'all could see that it was a little extra special ingredient. It was a little extra special ingredient on that pair. Hold on.
And she won.
So sad.
This is so gross.
All right, that was black girl number 2. So it wasn't just one black girl, it was 2. So it's the black girl right here, and then you see another black girl run into the frame.
Yeah, I see the second black girl.
Ew, did one of them fall on the ground?
That's black girl. This is black girl number 2 right here.
That's why you can't raise your black children up in the suburbs.
You gotta take the L on that one.
White girl, you out there changing your panties and stuff. You be hanging around because the white girl that you out there like that.
Oh, that is so disgusting. Oh my gosh.
You can't do that with an East Side black girl. They're gonna be like, bitch, wet.
No, not at all. Not at all.
You nasty. That's what Keisha said.
I was not touching nobody else's drawers.
Period. Not drawers, bras, socks, none of it.
Nothing. None of your intimates. No.
Shoot, I don't even use the same comb as some folk. Like, not trying to be funny. Like, I'm not even using my comb.
Facts.
They probably went in the house and switched toothbrushes next.
They got doing it.
All right. So I want to know, what advice would you give to your son in this situation?
No, I'm gonna get my own clothes.
You're not gonna get shit. Like, I'm so on my daughter, you're not gonna get shit.
You can be drunk here all you want to.
Okay, I'm gonna be real drunk here when my people beat your ass. And
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Police gonna beat your ass and my people gonna beat your ass. Okay. And I'll call the police.
I know you'll call the police.
That's what you want me to do.
No, that's what you always wanted to do. That's why I don't need to be with you.
That's what you want me to do.
Okay. No, I don't want you to do that.
You told me to call my dad.
Yeah,
You told me to call these people.
Yeah, go ahead. I said, go ahead and get your money so I can go.
That's what you told me.
I said, all you gotta do is get your money so I can go.
You told me to do.
Okay, whatever.
You want me to do what you told me to do?
All right, whatever.
You don't want to record when you beating people's ass, so you want to.
Bro, you just hit me right here. Man, come on, man. You ripped my fucking dreads out, and I still got them dreads.
I rip your dreads out?
No, I'm gonna get my own clothes.
You're not finna get shit.
All I'm trying to do is go out the door. Y'all see this on camera? I'm trying to leave out the door, get away from the situation, and make things better for me. But I can't seem to go. So when the police get here, you will see, because I'm gonna have to remove her from you physically. Trying to be polite and just walk out and have a great day, but she won't get off me. Can you please get off me? I'm asking her twice.
I'm asking you to
Can you please get off of me?
I'm asking you to sit down.
Please get off of me.
Gary, please don't put your hands. I'm begging you, please sit down, Gary. Please don't leave me. Please,
You see this, right?
Gary,
You see this?
please,
I'm
stop.
trying to go.
Please,
I'm trying to go.
Look at me.
I don't want to be with
I will
you.
give you whatever.
I don't want nothing from you. I want to get away from you. I want my freedom from you. All I'm trying to do is go out the door.
All right. What advice are we giving our sons in this situation?
Like he said, call the police if he have to and leave.
I ain't gonna argue with no man with a side ponytail, and that's just what it is. You got a side ponytail. We're not gonna argue, honey. Get the fuck out, honey, with your side ponytail. I'm not doing that. Nope.
Yeah, he did the right thing, but he better know if he called the police and put all this on the internet like that, he can't never go back to it.
Period.
Like,
and that'd be the thing.
Period.
But I'm saying he might go back, but you can't be fronting your move like you really trying to just get away from the situation, and it's to this point all to just go back to it. Like after that, I have no remorse for you at that point.
Child, they were back together by the time Neek posted this. What you mean?
That part.
All right. So we're gonna move to the next post. Now, if y'all ain't got on that my Instagram be giving entertainment, I don't know what y'all think that is giving, but y'all definitely need to follow me on Instagram, @night_. Anyways, so this next video I'm going to play, this man claims that he was basically cured of herpes after somebody went around saying that he had the herpes.
Herpes. Nigga, I said on the neighborhood, nigga, on everything she lying like a bitch. You got herpes? On me? Yeah. I used to. I got what you mean you used to? Cause I got it removed. And you say you herpes removed. It's in your head, bro. You gotta take medicine. I took medicine for it. I'm an undertaker. So yeah. Herpes. Nigga, I said on the neighborhood, nigga, on everything she lying like a bitch. You got herpes? On me? Yeah. I used to. I got what you mean you used to? Cause I got it removed. Then you say you herpes removed. It's in your head, bro. You gotta take medicine. Take medicine for it. I'm an undertaker. So yeah.
What is it giving, people? What is it giving?
Undetectable clearly mean you still got it. Like, people is weird and slow.
Yeah, I was about to say he could definitely still spread it. Undetectable don't mean that you can't spread it.
What I missed a lot of. What
Well,
is he mean by
low
undetectable?
enough, it's supposed to be low enough in your body that you can't pass it on. But I've never heard of herpes being something that is curable. Now I know they having them Dr. Sandy's and telling folks to drink pineapple water and all that other weird shit. But I don't think you can get rid of that herpes, that dirt. Somebody put in the comments that dirt, buddy. I don't think you can get rid of that. I mean, you probably now if you get warts or something, a lot of people can have them froze off of their body or have them cut off. And then when you look at it, it don't look, infected or whatever. So maybe that's what his mindset is, that he had it, they freezed it off his dangling or something, the bump, and he feels like, well, since the bump ain't there, I no longer have it. He don't understand that it's a virus that's throughout his whole body, not just that physical warts or whatever that he had removed from off of his body. That's why he said removed, and I was like, gagging. I'm like, removed? So that's what made me think he had like warts or something. And he had them froze off or cut off, and he don't feel like he has it anymore.
All right, moving on. So this guy on TikTok basically gave his reasons as to why he does not date single mothers. To the single mothers in the chat, I want y'all to click the link. So I'm about to post the link right now. And once I play for you his reasoning for not dating single mothers, I want y'all to come on and give a response to what he said. Let me drop the link right now and then let's play what he said.
This is why men don't want to date single mothers and take them serious. Imagine this. You wake up one day and you decide, I want to go buy a brand new car. So you take all the money that you saved up and worked hard for, you go down to your local dealership and you tell them, I want that car. It looks really nice. It's your favorite color. It has 0 miles on it, 0 previous owners, 0 accidents. So you purchase that car for $50,000. You drive it off the lot. Now imagine 8 to 10 years goes by. You're getting a couple accidents, your check engine light's on, it needs some other work done. It has 120,000 miles on it. And you say, I want to go buy another car. So you take that same car you got for $50,000 back to the dealership. And you say, hey, I want to trade this in for $50,000, where I originally bought it from. You know what they're going to do? They're going to look at you and laugh. That sales guy's going to say, listen, I'm not going to give you that. It has a lot of damage on it, a lot of wear and tear, but I can give you $8,000. Are you going to get mad? Are you going to get frustrated? No, you got to take that $8,000, take what you can get, and move on, because you can't get full price of what you got it before. So this is how men view single mothers. Used, worn down, previous owners. Guys have ran it down and abused it and used it up. And women think that I want to get back on the dating market and get full price for what other men got for free. It's not going to happen.
All right. And meanwhile,
this is why men don't want to date.
Meanwhile, this is a guy who is a single father himself. So he's projecting and saying what he feels like a single mother is. However, he's a single father, and I think he has like 2 kids under his belt himself. So, ladies, what do y'all feel like his what do y'all feel like is given?
He's stupid for his own good. He's just stupid. Because I think it's like cars do.
The first issue is cars appreciate in value as soon as you drive them off the lot. Whereas women or mothers actually develop because they are nurturing and providing and grow youth. So they are appreciating in value. Like, to compare the two is like apples and baseballs. He sounds ignorant.
Yeah, he's just stupid. He thought he sounded so smart. Just stupid.
He went through all that to compare women to cars, only to turn around and just like to
only have a Carhartt hat.
Yeah, like cars, literally anything you buy, like material wise, depreciates in value. That was a poor comparison. But like, I would say, like, you can be perfectly happy. Like, don't be discouraged, women. Like, you can be a single mother. I know women who got 3-4 kids and they in happy, flourishing relationships. Don't let that fool speak for all the good. There's plenty of good men out here who look at women as women and not material. So
I always look at it as consider the source. Now, when I look at him, I don't see they're like, you're not even fly enough, to even make those kind of comments. And it's like, why do people listen to the comments of somebody who gets the carts out the parking lot at Walmart and brings them back inside the building? Like, but how can he have any type of notion or gumption to even say that? Because he's not even fly like that. Like, I don't know.
Ain't no single mothers looking for him.
No, nobody's checking for him. He's like, I'm like, looking, he probably like 5'5".
Right.
Like, and he got just a grown man's face. Some people have a grown man's face and a little boy body. He's very much that. He get to be very much that nobody's really checking for him, and he want to say something. and just
like to pacify why he feel the way he feel or why he ain't single. That's what it sounds like to me. Like he projecting.
Coming from inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, I be looking at some of these people make these. I be like, girl, he gets all the parts from Walmart and bring them in with a coat on. And y'all really listening to making this motherfucker an authority, like he's an authority on a topic.
Right.
I'm not with that.
Yeah, no, I can't stand bro. He
the ball, honey. He giving me Webster, he giving me Webster, Emmanuel Lewis, 3 apples high.
Not Webster.
3 apples high, motherfucker. Boy, my shadow is taller than you. I don't even talk. I don't like people.
Someone said in the comments there's little peen energy. Yeah, that's what I get. I got from it. Like he just mad.
Yeah. All that messy talk, he really internalizes that.
Like everybody running up and trying to get up in his face, like everybody want him, and that's what it is. Yeah,
ain't nobody checking for him at all. That's why he on here trying to be seen.
And he got them little lip fuzz bubbles on his motherfucking and he could have used one of the rollers and got that. But he do got nice skin though. His complexion is lovely though. He has a lovely dark complexion. I love pretty skin, and his teeth look nice, you know. But nah, you ain't got it like that, partner.
Yeah, too bad that brain ain't working on the same level.
No, keep using your
shape. He still got a flight coat on, really?
He got the Lindsay video, right?
Like he think it's 2001, honey.
What they call Carnhart. I ain't see them the construction hats they have over at Walmart. I think they sell them at Walmart. That Carnhart.
They absolutely do.
They
do.
He giving us Walmart fashions, but he want a Lexus car with Walmart fashions. I can't take it. Next topic. Get this boy off of this screen so I can stop looking at his ass.
I get accent. I can't.
I cannot.
Someone said he got eye boogers, and I can't unsee
it. Right. I can't stand stuff like that. Eye boogers and
What I do, D, I did not do nothing, D. I just be talking my shit. I be talking like this all the time.
Oh.
Nika went and took, where'd she go? And she gonna be putting up another topic. Okay, well, I'm gonna throw a topic out there. What did I just see on there? And I was good because she had scrolled past it on her thing, and I was gonna say something about it. Damn, what was it? Oh, is it true that girl really died?
She was pushed. I think she was pushed, child.
The girl, the New York title, whatever.
She died, but they said it was. I seen a report that said that she committed suicide. I don't believe that.
I don't believe that either.
That's what the word is, that she committed suicide. Because I still didn't believe it.
Yeah.
Even dead, but it really did happen. So
she had just made a video a couple of months before saying somebody had pushed her out a 3-story window.
But where the fuck you putting yourself in these situations where
Who y'all talking about?
Right, no, that's the question. One second, 2, 3 times. Yeah, just saying.
You rather be the first time I'm gonna put me out the goddamn window, bitch. You never see me again. You'll never see me again, huh? You trying to put me out the goddamn. I'm like, nah, bitch, I ain't going to her house no more. Shirley, fuck that shit.
Child, who got pushed out a window?
That lady, she was an activist. I think they call her Queen New York. I can't think of her name. But she's a big activist. She'd be talking a lot of junk. But
she talking a lot of stuff.
38 years old.
Did they tell who did it?
No, they said she committed suicide.
Oh wow.
Suicide.
But she
I just
didn't.
want it to be suicide. Don't let it be that.
She had enemies, like political enemies, but
Yeah, Nenobia. That's what her name was. Nenobia.
Nenobia, yeah.
Yeah, because I seen it on TikTok. Is how I heard about it. And I was like, no, it can't be. She was so young.
So young, yes.
Like, she was like regular as shit. I liked her. She cussed a lot and people always was fucking with her. I remember somebody, what did they do? Did they hit her in the back of the head with a trash can or something? She had a video up. And somebody hit her in the back with a trash can.
She was always in the middle of something, child.
Yeah, she was, her mouth was reckless.
I'm Googling it now.
Her mouth was real reckless. Like she said some shit, honey. She used all the words. She used all of them, honey. I would used to be like, well, damn, let me write that down so I can put them three together like she did. Honey, she'd eat a motherfucker up.
Well, they killing black women like crazy, man. They really trying to take black women out of here.
And they say it's suicide.
Yeah,
that's what they say, but I don't believe that.
It's feel like an agenda. Look how many black women are graduating from colleges. How many black women are entrepreneurs? How many black women are moving up in government spaces? And it looked like an agenda.
I think she was a nurse, though. I think she was already educated. She was a nurse.
Yeah, but she was an activist. She spoke against a lot of things, you know.
Yeah,
planted a lot of seeds that affect people of power.
She was wild. She was wild.
Yeah.
How high did they say she fell? Y'all say she fell out of the window?
6 stories. 6 stories.
6 stories. Bitch, that'll fuck you up.
All right. So I want to read through this thread and I want to get y'all opinion about it. Now, this girl is basically saying that her life changed when she got on her own and got her own apartment and she started to do better for herself. Now, y'all let me know what is given once I read through it all. Now, how did it come off the screen? I don't know. All right. So it says, y'all, it literally took me 13 years to land on my feet. I just got approved for my first apartment on my own. Okay. She says, every place I've ever lived. Hold on, wait. Somebody got an echo. Ooh, lucky it's you. All right, boom. All right. So it says, every place I've ever lived since I left for college at 17, I needed a co-signer and or a roommate and somebody to help pay my portion of the rent. She then goes on to say, I wasn't a hustler. I didn't know how to go get it. I spent years trying to be an entrepreneur only to not have the means to fully provide for me or my 2 boys. She says, after losing my job due to COVID, I told myself I wasn't going to keep doing the same ish over and over, expecting different results. I packed my bags, dropped my babies off with their dad, and took a 10-hour drive to VA to turn my life around. She says, not only did I come out of this transition with my own place, I got a new job as a web designer. I was cured from herpes, and I met my husband. Okay. So she's saying that, you know, in this transition where she dropped her kids off and left them with their daddy, she was able to get a house. She was able to cure herself from herpes, and she was able to meet her new husband. Okay. She goes on to say, moral of the story, sometimes you got to tear it all down and start from scratch if you really want to change. Threw my old life away and was granted a way better life. Mr. Man, what is your thoughts?
I just got stuck on the last part, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna point out that part that I just got stuck on. Didn't she just say she get cured from herpes? And we were just talking about the other man saying that he couldn't get cured from no herpes.
Yeah, she said she got cured from herpes and she met a husband.
So maybe either the other man wasn't so foolish or she's just as foolish.
She haven't had no flare-ups.
I think they're confused and undetectable as a cured status. I think that's the same for both of them because you can't cure herpes. That's just scientific. I mean, unless something happened I don't know about, like where they made some miraculous discovery. But as far as I knew, that herpes was something that is 1 in 3 people have it, and once you got it, you got it. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
It's the virus, like the cold virus, like the AIDS virus, or like HIV. It's a virus. Once you
you can't cure a virus. Yeah. You can control it, you can treat it, but.
So did she ever go back for her kids?
She said she threw her life away.
Oh, well, shit. I thought that was just a meme when you said you got to throw the whole life away. I thought that was just a meme. But hey, that's what she felt like she needed to do. Hey, that's her life. I mean, but I don't agree with it. I feel like she should at least go back for the kids at some point. But that's the only thing she did wrong.
Yeah, it's missing information. I don't even know what to think about it. Like, I can't wish her well. How you just throw your kids away and not bring them into the better life? Or I'm missing stuff. All stuck out to me was the herpes too.
Yeah, that's beautiful that she was able to turn her life around though. Congratulations. It's beautiful. Struggle is real. It's hard out here. So you managed to turn your life around and make some changes. Good for you. But let's not have people thinking that herpes is curable, because then they're gonna be thinking that they can be out here doing what they did before they got contracted it.
Or throwing their kids away. Like, that ain't cool either. I don't know what she meant.
Yeah, that too.
Oh.
And then it bothers me that she's saying all this, but her name is holistic. So it's just kind of like, okay. Right. I don't know. Maybe this might be trolling, but.
I'm sorry. I'm multitasking at the same time. All right, let's see what people are saying. Thomas B says she met a dude and said F them kids.
Basically.
Loca girl says, who else got herpes? I mean, they say 1 in it's like 1 in 5 or 1 in 10 people got herpes. I'm gonna let you know who don't got herpes is me. So it's somebody on this live that got it. That's all I'm gonna say.
there's a difference between herpes simplex 1 and herpes simplex 2. Cold sores. When they say 1 in 3 or 1 in 5, I'm assuming that they're referring to like a cold sore on your lip. Like, not every nasty. That's not a sex. I mean, I guess you can get it from kissing or whatever, but it's different from a sexually transmitted disease. But that is the reason that people get cold sores, is because they have the virus in their system.
I don't know.
You can keep it all. I don't need no version.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to judge her for like dropping the kids off, because I mean, granted, it's sometimes where women, and I have a friend who has literally left her kids with me because she just was not in a position where she could take care of herself and her kids at the time. So like mentally or financially. So like she left her kids with me. Like, it was 3 of them, but she left them with me for a little bit, and just to get on her feet. And I will say, like, her not having to worry about a babysitter and stuff, that allowed her to get 2 jobs, stack her money up. Give me a little something so that way, her kids are taken care of. But then at the same time, she was also able to, save her money up and get her place and stuff. So, I mean, sometimes people got to do what they got to do. And it is easier to move around and make moves if you have somebody who you trust with your kids, most importantly, to watch them and take care of them and make sure they stay on the routine.
I agree with that. And it was their dad. So, I mean, shoot,
But did she double back for the kids, though?
But
I mean, but
That's
they're with their dad.
Back if the kids
No,
were
no, I'm talking about her friend, a person she just said that she knew.
Oh yeah, she came back. Hell yeah, she came back and got her kids.
So all is well at the end of the day then.
But
Yeah,
this
I
lady,
mean,
we
but
don't
I'm
know.
saying we don't know if
No.
Shorty came back and got her kids. I'm pretty sure she came up and she didn't just leave the kids with their dad.
see,
I hope she didn't.
I feel like that would have been part of the story if that was her concern. Because I would have been, that would have been, I met my man, or not my man, but I met my woman, and I got my new life, and me and my kids are doing better than ever.
But the thing about that is you have to take the kids into consideration. Even if she did all of that, if the kids are in a good situation with their dad, why would you uproot them just to bring them?
Right.
At that point, that you and dad need to figure out how to co-parent successfully so that you don't disrupt the good life that the kids already have. Yeah, you just got your shit together, but that don't necessarily mean that, you know, the kids are going to be all the way down with whatever you got going on. And you
Same way.
Them in a negative.
Same way y'all tell us men, it don't matter. Them her responsibility. She needs to do what she got to do to make it. I'm saying y'all as in general. I'm not saying I ain't saying you. So y'all as in general.
I'm looking for.
I mean, obviously, me and you never had a conversation, so you know I ain't talking about you personally.
No, yeah, that's true. They are with the dad, so that makes sense. I can see that. They're his responsibility too, so he can do what she did too.
Right.
All right. So the last thing we're going to discuss is, and I didn't really want to do too much celebrity stuff. I just wanted to kiki with y'all about different stuff that was on my Instagram and different stuff that I seen around Facebook. So a woman posted and she said, I'm convinced men be scared of women who got their ish together. So a man replied and he said, in all honesty, men who have their shit together are a little pushy and very detached and always use school or work as an excuse to be that way. I never knew why, but in studies historically, a woman naturally desires to be taken care of and protected by a man. When that element is gone, a woman starts acting unnaturally. She starts developing an alpha male complex of her own. She becomes who she desires.
Yes, because men have. If these alpha, where are these alpha men that are not doing these things that needs to be done for women? So yes, women, we are solution, problem solvers. We'll step up to the plate and get it done and keep it pushing.
Hey, I guess to meet the man, you got to be the man, huh?
No, if the man comes as a man, then I can rest in my femininity.
But look, I know somebody right now who kind of went through some type of situation, and they say it's hard for them to revert back to that old person and be all submissive again and be like, let somebody else take the lead, because they for so long been this person that it's hard for them to revert back.
I agree with that.
Okay.
I agree with that. Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I just wanted to bring a few topics to y'all, kick it with y'all for about an hour before I dipped out. Like I said, I got to make an outfit for my daughter for tomorrow. And I need to get started on that because I'm very late for thanks for what happened?
Is it like Spirit Week?
No. It's my aunt's funeral, so I have to make her outfit. I'm about to sew her an outfit. Yeah.
But we love you, Neek.
I love y'all too.
Yeah.
Thomas B says this alpha and beta stuff is edge. And then I Drip Melanin says, but all women don't desire to be taken care of by a man. Okay.
True.
And then Brown Beret says black men leave their children all the time. We need to be outraged at that. The stats are so low on women, so I know she had a good reason. Everybody has a masculine and feminine side, says Loca. Girl, all right. And then JT9000 says, I think some women like being in the power position. Now, I mean, I will agree to that. I like to be in the power position, except for when it comes to certain things. I'll just leave it at that.
All right.
I just wanted to point out, like, that comment about black men leaving their kids. I feel like that's an unfair statement too, because high key, like, I know a lot of good black men. I was raised by a good black man. My father is the bomb, so I'm not gonna say that all black men or make a general statement, because I know too many men, including my ex-husband. As much as he get on my nerves, he's there for his daughter. So I just think that we need to stop with that generalization and stereotype too, because it's not true. Plenty of young black fathers that I know out here who's standing up and taking care of their kids.
All
Yeah,
right. And then
after Generation X.
somebody just sent me something. Hold on. Let me see if I can flash it on the screen. This will be the last and final thing that I post up. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this on the screen real quick. And then we're gonna close out. Give me 1 second. All right. So let me go to my email so that I can get this on the screen. All right. So let me add this to the screen and let me see y'all take, and this will be the final thing that we talk about. So this person says, making a girl believe that you like her just so you can have sex with her should be classified as a sexual assault, but nobody is ready for that conversation.
I'm sick of this. Everything's not sexual assault.
I'm sick of this shit.
Okay, elaborate. Making a girl believe that you like her just so you can have sex with her should be classified as an assault, but nobody is ready for that conversation
because
yet.
it's not a conversation.
What I told. Go ahead.
If you believe, where do you start? Because everything at this point is sexual assault, and it's annoying. Where do you start? Because everything at this point. If you're not ready to have sex, because people have sex with people that they don't like all the time. If you silly enough to believe that just because somebody like you gonna have sex with them, that's your fault.
Thank you.
I mean, but it's kind of predatorial, because if you're seeking this person out to fool them, that is coercion.
I'm gonna come back in.
You tricked them into a situation that they wouldn't have been in had you just told them straight up. Wait a minute, let me finish my point. Can I finish?
Don't trick me into spending $50 every time I go in there. I'll never come out of there buying nothing for no damn dollar.
Well, that was you. I mean, that's lucky for you.
But that's the same concept. You can't, because you believed that someone liked you, you gave them something that you valued, and now you feel away because they don't like you no more. That's buyer's remorse.
Look, this is what I told homegirl that I seen this from. I'm like, I totally disagree. Women have to take more accountability on who they sleep with.
Absolutely.
Women are in control.
I agree with that.
Sex. Men are in control of who they want a relationship with / marriage. Unless that man physically take your innocence, it's on the woman. And if we gonna play that role, then why I don't see women advocating for women go to prison when they lie on men and say that they violate. When they lie and say the man violated them, and they found out, and the judge found out they lying, the man got to do 2-3 years in prison, 5 years.
I just feel like everything is not sexual assault. Some of this is some of you, not all of you, but some of these women, whoever raised them, didn't give them enough backbone or fortitude to stand up and speak out and say, hey, this is not okay. Hey, this is not what I want. And that's never gonna be okay. It's causing all of the sensitivity that we have in society today. Everything is so sensitive. You can't touch this. You can't do that. You can't say nothing to this person because, like, it's annoying. I don't even talk to. I used to speak and do. I don't say shit to nobody no more because I don't want you to think I attacked you in no kind of way. I don't even smile at a motherfucker at this point.
I get that. Just reading this.